talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah, put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach, put me in the game.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we've got the Titans' superstar wide receiver. He put together a nice showing last week, finishing with 110 yards. It's the Titans and the Jaguars, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
Just off the east bank of the Cumberland River and across the water from the Tennessee State Capitol building, there's a look at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Tennessee Titans.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. CD, everybody loves to see the deep ball. We know that. We got a couple of quarterbacks here who can really sling it. Trevor Lawrence and Joe Burrow.
I like your point there, partner, because it is back in vogue. And what I mean is taking the shots downfield, because for a long time in this league, it was all about precision passing, the West Coast offense. But now we've got a couple of guys here who'll take some shots downfield, and they have some receivers who can go get it.
versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in Week 4.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback.
So here's the first drive now for the Jags.
They're led by the #1 pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
Teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
Lawrence going to put it up right away.
And he will find his man on the outside. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. They'll go option on second down, right side. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first.
And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
They go play action with Lawrence.
On the move to his left.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
To throw on 2nd and 10.
Lawrence.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Here's Lawrence.
And he comes back with one complete.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 43.
A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills.
On first down, Lawrence.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long.
Lawrence will throw.
He's going to go for a big play downfield, and unable to connect. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line.
Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Here's Anderson as they begin this series on the ground. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. They'll run it. Here's Anderson. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. The Titans at 3-0 here in the month of September. And they've got to be pleased with the start of this season, obviously.
Yeah, and you're talking about 3 good quality wins. It's got people in the locker room excited, not overly so, but that quiet confidence is starting to build. They're starting to believe that this could be their year if they stay on track.
Clock rolling this first quarter. They run again on first down. Anderson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The numbers for him from a week ago. 11 carries, 53 yards, and a touchdown.
Oh, it's a very nice winning streak that they're on, and they've really seen this offense come into its own as a unit. And one of the keys is that the ground game has been established, and it's keeping the defense.
Anderson loses the football, and the Jags grab it, pushing his way through. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's probably a little angry at himself. It was his fumble, obviously, a moment ago that led to the scoop and score touchdown that has him down early.
And now we find out about the psychology aspect of being a coach. Because when you have a guy that's just happened, some people want to take him out of the game immediately. Others say, you know something, let's feed him the ball again next series and see if he's going to be able to atone for it. Let's see what they decide to do.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, it's a give to Anderson. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Now it's Burrow. He goes underneath for Anderson. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Burrow on 3rd down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So in Jacksonville.
Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They go play action with Burrow. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Anderson. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. On 2nd down, Anderson. And some room to maneuver. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 74 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. Hauled in by Anderson, left side. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. This is caught. A great play tying this ball game.
CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You maybe forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield, they're eligible too.
Bullock good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. That time a 9-play drive, and it ends with a Tennessee score. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game.
Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Lawrence finding Kirk there for the Jaguar first.
A gain of 7. 1st down, Jaguars.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And a catch made by his tight end, Luke Farrell.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down. Play action. It's Lawrence.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have the coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. The Jaguars back with it on offense. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A shotgun snap, and again to ETN. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Now Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
There really wasn't much there. And, boy, the defense took advantage with that loss.
And the defense, they were just locked in there on 3rd. They had more guys than they could block. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air. And that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
You can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
1st down. Here's Burrow. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. Up the middle, it's Anderson. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, they sent the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing it for a loss.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now Burrow. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes, just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. On 2nd and 9. Burrow. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Burrow will throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 20-yard line. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. Buying time, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Wide open receiver, complete. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Burrow looking to pass. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now it's Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And it's a Titans touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Titans go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Well, Charles, after the first quarter, it was just complete disaster for them. Everything has flipped. I mean, it's 180 degrees in the other direction now here in quarter 2.
Championship effort right there. How about them marching almost the length of the field, coming through on their final opportunity to get the win? This is one that this team will remember forever, as well as their fans.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. Now Tennessee going to use this set inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. And the Jags going to go on offense now late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Well, when you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
I think it's safe to say he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as we say goodbye to September and take a look around the NFL here on this first day of October. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. We continue on with the check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Jags. And they will need to get this passing game in gear because they did not do much of anything in that first half. And it's why the scoreline is what it is. And meanwhile, for the Titans, they had a little more success than their counterparts did in the passing game, as evidenced by the numbers there.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. And he returns this to the 22. So here are the Titans to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. The third quarter starts with a run from Anderson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans. All start. They were looking good on second down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. Here's Burrow. And he wisely will throw that one away. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
On the return, here's Agnew. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge. That's probably exactly what he's telling him in the huddle right now.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
Well, that's a tough, costly penalty, because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Now Lawrence. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Straight ahead, Etienne.
And some space here.
Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last two possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Lawrence.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Running out of the gun with Etienne.
And he is going to get this close to the 1st down markers. He's brought down at the Titans' 28. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On play action, Lawrence.
That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. This will be from 49 yards out. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted.
And the Titans are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, that play, a mess from beginning to end.
Especially since not only do you take what likely would have been 3 points off the board, but now after the return, the other guys are set up with terrific field position. So essentially, you've traded what we think would be 3 points to a possible 6 points, but for the other team. That's a bad trade no matter how you look at it.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Over the middle, it's complete.
And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. 2nd 10 coming up here in Nashville. 3rd quarter action.
Again, it's Burrow. That one complete to Anderson. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. 10th carry now for Anderson. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot. Play, they were able to stop them short of a 1st down.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now
as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. A lot of bodies there in the middle of the field, and that one intercepted.
Yeah, he's looking for his tight end running a drag route across the field, and normally you'd like him to work a little bit further outside. Here the throw is a little early, and it winds up in the hands of the defender.
Out come the Titans now.
And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. That's Foley Fadukasi who got in there and finished off the play. Well, I think that time he just maybe held on to it a little too long, CD, because after a couple of seconds in this league, you know those defenders are coming.
And how many times do we talk about complementary football? And we're usually talking about, does the offense help the defense? Does the defense help the offense? I think in this case, does the quarterback help out his offensive line? You only have a certain amount of time to get rid of the football. They can only do so much. On this play, he took them to the limits.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, throwing back across his body.
So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10.
To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds.
ETN up the middle.
They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped at his tracks at about the 3.
Now Lawrence down around his goal line.
Being chased out left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Here's Logan Cook now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Three quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that is incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
And this will do the job nicely, as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN.
So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be second down. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's second down.
Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
The Jaguars on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence.
And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Now Burrow on first down. Looking middle, and that's complete.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. Burrow.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now it's Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
Even the most elusive quarterbacks have those tough days where they can't avoid sacks, and this is one of them. 3rd time he's gone down. He might develop some happy feet now, want to escape the pocket and try and gain more yardage with his legs.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now.
As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10.
At their 36-yard line.
They'll look to ETN to start things out.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
On 2nd and 9, Lawrence. They'll find Farrell open left side.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. And, Charles, this infraction's going to be against the offense. False start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a first down. Well, you don't expect too many quarterbacks to be adept at breaking away from would-be tacklers, but this is uncommonly good right here as he's able to get away.
Yeah, and at the risk of sounding just a little bit trite, this is just a tackle that needs to be made. It's one thing when you've got a bruising 230-pound running back coming your way, but when it's a quarterback who's running for his life, your teammates will tell you, you've got to get him on the ground.
Now Lawrence on first down.
And completes it to Kirk over the middle.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Looking to throw again on second down.
Lawrence. And that's complete to Etienne out of the backfield.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
On first down, Lawrence.
Flushed out right. And this is lifted, and that should do it. And to the team now, 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
They'll try and wind down some clock here with Anderson.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Again, Anderson.
And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. 91 yards rushing for him now to this point.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Going down the middle, and it's complete. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try the middle with Anderson.
To about the 48-yard line.
Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They give it to Anderson. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now,
as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away.
So here now, Lawrence and the Jaguars.
Down by 2 touchdowns. A little over a minute to go. A 4th straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a first down. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll get just a yard on the scramble in 2nd down.
Now Lawrence is going to get his guys to go quickly. He'll get this off to Etienne.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence.
And that should do it. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough, but Man, this defense, they have been ball-hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
Strange ball game, Charles. We did not have a single point by either team after half. Really a defensive clinic by both sides in half number 2.
Wasn't that just beautiful to watch? Come on, man. Come over to the dark side with me. Wasn't that fun to see these defenses holding sway, right? Making sure they're controlling the game in the second half? It lets you know that you've got to score points when you can. You never know when offenses might go a little bit dry, and you need those points from earlier.
So for the Titans,